Organic Diets for Your Family by Helen for WGU. As humans and their environment changes, the demands and tastes of consumers are constantly evolving as well. Consumers have begun to question about the food they buy and whether or not it's healthy for their families. Organic foods are chosen because consumers believe that they are safer, free from genetic modifications, more nutritious, and of course, better tasting. Research suggests that organic foods are better for consumers because there are fewer pesticides, it provides for better tasting diet, and reduces health risk, especially in children. There are three factors that concern consumers regarding the quality of the food that they consume. These are safety, nutritional quality, and environmental issues. Many consumers buy organic foods because they perceive it to be of higher quality and better for their children than food that may be grown in another state or even another country. Studies have linked health issues in children with pesticide exposure. Standard chemicals are 10 times more toxic in children than in adults, depending on body weight. Consumers are concerned about the safety, nutritional quality, and environmental issues when choosing the foods they're going to feed their families. In the late 60s and early 70s, the reality of chemical contaminants became very apparent with the use of DDT. We are still seeing ramifications of the DDT use. With the absence of pesticides and fertilizers, plants boost their production of vitamins, antioxidants, which also strengthens their resistance to bugs and weeds. Many experts say that the levels of pesticides in conventional foods are safe. However, even exposure to low-level pesticides can be more toxic to small children as well as fetuses because their immune levels have not had a chance to develop. Many consumers also believe that if food is produced on a large scale, it must automatically be nutritionally inferior. It's more appealing to have food that's produced in a local farm, bought at a farmer's market. We want food that has not been overly processed and has had the goodness processed out of it. Consumers also look at the way animals are kept on large farms. For instance, they feel that organic farming is better for the environment because the animals are allowed to roam free and they're fed organically grown feed. Organic farming reduces pollutants, and because of that, it creates a richer soil. Second, organic foods is also perceived to be of higher quality. To a lot of consumers, freshness equals quality. Foods grown locally and perhaps sold at local farmers markets will arguably be fresher and safer to eat. Organic foods that are bought locally don't have to be picked early and shipped to supermarkets. They can be allowed to ripen naturally and will definitely taste fresher and be more appealing to the palate. Third, studies have linked health issues in children to the consumption of pesticides. Recent studies have linked ADHD in children with pesticide exposure. This prompted parents to take a closer look at their food choices, not only in the purchase but also in the preparation. One study was conducted in Mexico and one in the Central Valley of California, and both suggested that there is a link between increased levels of pesticides in children and the rise in a group of disorders that includes ADHD, autism, and Asperger's syndrome. Children aren't little adults. It's been shown that standard chemicals are 10 times more toxic in children than adults, depending on body weight. Exposure to pesticides in young children is greater than for adults. Here we have the Dirty Dozen cheat sheet. This shows the which foods you should buy organic and which foods are okay because they do not keep as many pesticides on them. Consumers are concerned with the safety, nutritional quality, and the environmental issues. Whether a person chooses to eat conventional or organic foods, what really matters is the nutritional quality of their overall diet. It's important to eat a variety of foods that includes fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean protein, nuts, seeds, and beans. Even so, many families are still unable to shop organic. They choose to grow as many fruits and vegetables as they can in their home, even though they may be bound by some climate constraints. Organic food is shown to be better for you because it has a higher nutritional quality and it also has the absence of pesticides. Is buying organic better for the environment? Yes, organic farming reduces the pollutants in groundwater and creates richer soil that aids plant growth while reducing erosion. It also decreases pesticides that can end up in your drinking water. Oftentimes, a consumer can buy reasonably priced locally grown produce at a farmer's market. So is it worth the splurge? If you can't always buy organic, spend the extra money on the foods that will contain more pesticides if they are not grown organic. Spend it on the peaches and the strawberries, nectarines, apples, spinach, celery, pears, bell peppers, cherries, potatoes, lettuce, and grapes. These are fragile fruits and require more pesticides to fight off bugs. Take a chance with your family. Use organic, cook organic. It will be better for you.